Good afternoon, everybody. It's Miss Morgan from the Williston Community Library bringing you today's STEAM activity. So today we are going to be making some light up bookmarks. If you had a chance to grab a kit from the library, it has everything included in it. So what all is included are you'll have 2 sheets of papers with light bulbs. You'll have this battery, some glue, some copper tape, this LED light, and then a piece of paper. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to cut out our light bulbs. And you want to make sure that you leave these ones connected. So we're going to go ahead and cut these out quick. And then while you're cutting these out, I will go ahead and explain a little bit of how we are going to do this. So this is the 2-part light bulb is like the cover. And then the other one explains like how to do it. So what you're going to do is we're going to put these aside. We're going to put these ones aside. And then I'm going to work on cutting this one out. And this one will explain like where to put the battery, where to put the LED light, everything like that. And if you notice there's a couple lines, that is where we're going to put our copper tape. All right, so I have it all cut out. So here is where we're going to put our LED light. So that is, that is this right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to peel this off. It is a sticker. And you're going to take your LED light and you're going to put the arrow part pointing to where the bottom of the heart is. So you're going to put it on there just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut a little bit of tape, a little bit of our copper tape here, and we are going to peel it. And if it bunches up, that's okay, because you're going to want it a little bit bunched up anyways. So we're going to take our copper tape and we're going to go ahead and put that where that little line is. And you want to make sure that you don't connect it to these parts here. These are supposed to be separate parts. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and grab this. And you want to make sure, so the one thing you do want to make sure are the pieces that go like here. These are all going to be one piece. You don't want to do a small piece, a small piece, and a small piece. You want it to be all connected, otherwise it won't work properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. Oops. And then I'm going to just turn my tape. And like I said, if it bunches up a little bit, that is okay. So if you see mine bunched up a little bit right here. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to take our battery. We're going to open that up. And we're going to put the side that has the letters on it is going to be the side that's up. And we're going to take some glue and we're going to glue the battery down. So this is what it looks like so far. Now, if you noticed, before you put the battery down, there was a line that went through where the battery is. That's going to indicate that you're going to put your copper tape a little bit on top of the battery here. So you're going to want a longer piece for this one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut it and peel it just like we did before. And I found that the easiest way, to get it to attach to the battery and everything else is to actually start here at the bottom and then go around. Just like that. So I started here at this bottom and then I curved it around to go on top of the battery because I found that it's easier because I've tried it both ways. You can try both ways if you want. You should have plenty of the copper tape to see which one works best for you. So now is where this comes into play. So this part is the part that we want up because that's where the light is going to shine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it, and on this opposite side here, we're going to go ahead and we are going to glue this down. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my tape, or not my tape, my glue, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of glue, and I'm going to glue this on here. So this is what it looks like. So far, I have this attached, and then I'll fold this over. So the next part that we need to do, on this part, we need to go ahead and we need to add 5 strips, all the same length, of the copper tape. And you want to make sure that they're not too long, because if they're too long, they're going to cover up your little, LED light, and then it's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my 5 pieces here. And what we're going to do is right here, we're going to stick them like this. And I'll show you exactly what I mean here in a second. So just like this. Because when I fold it over, it's just long enough that it's going to create the current that we need to get the light to light up, but not long enough to cover the light up itself. And you're going to want to overlap your pieces of copper tape that are going here at the bottom. And I'm almost done. And you could, so there's different colors for the LED lights. I think we got blue, yellow, and red. So your light might look a little bit different than mine. Or if you have siblings or anything, yours might be different, or they might be the same. It just depends. My light is going to be blue. All right, so now that I have this all finished, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close it, and I'm going to make sure, oh, it didn't work. It did work. It's like barely working. I had trouble with it the first time I did it too. But you should be able to press down on it, and it should light up. Like, oh, every time I turn it, I can see it, but then it goes away. I wonder, and this is what you're going to have to do, is you're going to have to try to figure out, maybe there's one thing that might be wrong, like my tape might not be long enough, or my tape, because it does have so many creases, might be the reason that it isn't working. So that's kind of why I gave you the extra copper tape, is so that you can figure out, okay, so mine's not working, so I need to maybe peel off the copper tape and try again and see if it works then. Because the LED lights and the batteries are all new, they should all work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to glue mine together, but what you're going to do, if yours works properly, is you're going to just put a little bit of glue here in this gray heart and maybe a little bit right here, but you don't want to get the glue on the copper tape, otherwise it might cause it to not work. It might take some of the charge away from it and make it not work as well. So what you're going to do is glue that down, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our bookmark, our corner bookmark. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half here, and mine's not a perfect square, so I'm going to cut the extra off here. Okay, so we have it like this, and then what you're going to do is you're going to fold the corners here, just like this. So you're going to fold them just like this. And then you're going to open them up, and you're going to take this one flap. You don't want to do both. You're going to take this one flap, and you're going to touch the point up here, and you're going to fold it over. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and we're going to fold it into it, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing with this side. We're going to take it, and we're going to fold it in to each other. So here is our corner bookmark. So then what you're going to do, if yours worked properly, is you're going to take it and you're just going to glue it on, and you'll be able to use it. It's not like a flashlight, so you can't use it to like read your book or anything like that, but it's a pretty cool project, and we can learn about doing things like circuits and things like that, and how electricity and things like that work. Thank you so much for joining me for today's STEAM activity, and we'll see you next time.